Hello? Hello?
Hello,
Hello?
you hear me?
I hear you. You hear
Yeah,
me?
yeah, I hear you.
Okay, you are a Christian, right?
No, I'm actually a Muslim
You are a Muslim, so why you have a cross in your Skype?
because I tried to get in contact with you, but the Skype told me you are offline all the time.
No, I actually take calls from Muslims only. I was going to block you.
Ah, okay. Yeah,
So you are a Muslim. What does that mean?
I'm a Muslim from Bosnia.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So what do you think about Islam as long you are a Muslim from
To
Bosnia?
be honest with you, CP,
Mhm.
I don't want any sex slaves in paradise or a endless penis. I don't want a messenger that peace out in the desert where people go. I don't want big boobs. I don't want holy spit, holy shit religion. I don't want satanic verses like when Muhammad was under the black magic
Mhm.
and much more. I can tell you much more, man. So I left Islam
But
because
why
of
you don't want it? I mean, don't you like to have an endless penis? Don't you think it's a blessing from Allah?
no, for me, if I could choose, I would want to meet my family again in paradise, or maybe, I don't know.
I don't know. You know, my friend, I don't agree with you. I prefer to have endless penis. What I would do with my family. At least with my endless penis, I can make a lot of money. I can sign contract with Elon Musk, and we run cable all the way to Mars
Yeah,
using my penis.
but you can't be a messenger of God if you got like sex slaves, you got women dancing
You
for
don't have
you,
to be messenger of God. You can
you
be a messenger
raping,
of Shaitan. What the problem? You
you
can be
ra-
messenger of Shaitan. So what? I mean, Shaitan have
yeah, of
messengers too.
shaitan, yeah.
Okay, so but it's a business. Business is business, my friend. So for me, if you ask me, you should stay as a Muslim.
Actually, I
Don't
got
you
a
like, let us be honest, don't you like to have a woman, her ass is 1 mile? Which one is better? A woman, her ass is like 50 centimeter, or a woman, her ass is 1 mile? Obviously, size does matter.
No, for me, it's all about love, man. If I love her, it doesn't matter how she is, how she looks, how she.
How you will love a woman, her ass is only 50 centimeter. You will love her more if she is 1 mile.
No, don't have that pervert mind like Muhammad had.
No, don't think about it as a pervert. Think about it for security. Imagine you have an
You
army.
know Muhammad hijab?
Yeah, I know Muhammad Hijab. He have a
Yeah,
big, he have a big ass
the
too.
only thing he's talking about is how he's gonna rape people's wife and children and this and that and
Yeah, but obviously he cannot do it, can he? People who talk about doing things, obviously they don't dare to do it. Otherwise, he would do it. This guy's a potato. Don't worry about him. He is just sucking the boobs of Muslims in Twitter. He don't even
he,
dare to do anything. But anyway, listen.
yeah,
If you have a wife,
yeah,
and she have 1 mile ass,
yeah.
you should think about it in a strategic way. I will tell
Okay.
you why. So let us say we are watching a movie about an army invading your land, and
Yeah.
you are in your castle.
Yes.
And this army is so massive and huge.
Yeah.
Do you know all what you need to do a day before you cook beans to your wife? She will be full of fart and she bend over and then you set a fire in front of her anus and you will burn the whole enemy. All army will be burned and fried. This is called the napalm farting of Islam. So think about it twice, my friend. It's a security matter, not only a sex matter.
No, I'm 100% sure I will never return to. A matter of fact, I didn't have a clue about this. I started to listen on you for about like 3, 4 months,
Uh-huh.
and I haven't even before I started to trust you. I looked up the sources. I
Uh-huh.
read the Quran, the Hadiths, and everything you say is true. And I even asked the imams in the mosque. They telling me don't ask a stupid question because Allah knows the best.
Hmm.
So I can't be a Muslim, bro. I can't. No, it's finished. It's over, man. That's no messenger of God. I think me personally believe in the cave that Muhammad met the devil.
Yeah.
And so the story began. That's
So
what I
like,
believe.
so are you saying to me I am not able to convince you with the big ass?
Absolutely not.
Well, okay, what about we make it like we shrink it a little bit? Like,
Yeah.
is it like because it's so big? What about we make it like, let us say more acceptable, like, let us say 50 by 50 centimeter. What do you think? 50
That,
inch, 50 inch. What do you think?
but what do you mean? If I have her in the afterlife?
Yeah, yeah, after life, you will have a woman. I can talk to Allah. I'm an Arab, as you know, and we can discuss with him, like, what is the size you like? What you prefer? Is it there is a specific size you like? Not like not 1 mile. What is the size you like? What? I'm serious. I can talk to him. Prophet Muhammad is from my people, and we are connected. We speak Arabic. I can call Allah right now and say, hey, listen, this guy, your 1 mile ass is not convincing for him. Actually, it's scaring the hell of him. Can we shrink it? So you just tell me the dimension you like and the
Can
color you like.
can you call 0000000? He will
How
answer.
how you know the number of Allah?
I know it. I knew it. I have listen on you.
Ah, okay. Because I always call Allah to this number like 0002050.
Ah, okay. He changed number. Oh shit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah. So are you saying to me it's not working now until now?
I've tried to call him. It doesn't work.
Okay, so now you decide to leave Islam. So what your family is saying about this?
My family is kind of liberal. They don't go to the mosque or practice Islam, but they are
Hmm.
born Muslims. Yeah.
Hmm. What do your dad knows about the big ass?
I have talked with him, and he's a bit in shock, but it's telling me like many things in internet is false. Maybe you shouldn't listen on the. Yeah.
Hmm. He said to you many things are false. So as long as in Islam many things are false, how he knew which one is false, which is not?
No, but he's telling me like it's much propaganda out there. It's much worse. Maybe people lying. You should ask an imam before. And you know what? I asked an imam,
Uh-huh.
and everything you said was actually true because he told me not to ask questions, but
Yeah.
to trust Allah.
Okay.
And yeah, I asked him even why should I have 18,000 sex slaves in paradise, and he said to me, "Oh, Stakfarla, what are you saying? What
Hmm.
has happened to you? You need to go and take some air to breathe."
Do you like to invite your dad to talk to me?
Actually, he's not at home at the moment, but yeah, sure, I can do that.
All right. So now, did you become a Christian, my friend? Because I see you have a cross, but you told me you're not a Christian, right?
Actually, I want to convert to Christianity.
All right. But why you want to become a Christian? What is the point? Why you think Christianity
Because
is
I
something good?
believe Jesus, he
Uh-huh.
came for our sins. I really believe that both for the Jews and Muslims and everyone, Jesus was the chosen one. He came for us. That's that's just
What
what.
made you think about Jesus that he is the one who came to save you? What is the
Because if I watch other prophets and then I watch Jesus. Jesus was a whole other thing. Never seen. He made good things. He made people see. He made miracles. He. Oh man, I can
so
say.
you are so are you like did you already you are Christian or because I'm trying to understand did you decide to accept Jesus or not yet?
I'm trying to accept Jesus, but I got one question.
Sure.
Uh, One second. Uh, you know when Jesus had a cup and he said to God, Father, if it be possible,
Uh-huh.
let this cup pass from me. Uh, and in the end he said, not as I will, but as you will. Okay. But Jesus, he knew his outcome when he came to the world. So why did he say, if it be possible?
Actually, this is a very good question.
Yeah,
Uh, how many, I'm sure you heard before when you were a Muslim, the
yeah,
Muslim, they say that the Christians believe that God committed suicide, correct?
yep, 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 yep.
But this phrase you just mentioned to me prove that this is not true. Because when somebody he want to commit suicide, he will not say, keep this away from me, correct?
Yep.
But what he said, let your will be done. So the Messiah, he is obeying the Father. The Father, he sent the Messiah, not the opposite. It's not the Messiah who sent the Father. The Messiah was sent by the Father, and the Son is obedient to the Father. So the Messiah now, he knew what they will do to him. He knew they will crucify him. He knew even what his disciple will say in the morning of delivering him. Who is going to deny him? What time they will deny him? How many times they will deny them? If you read the Bible, so
But
the
was
Messiah
it
obviously he can see the future so clear.
but
But what
was
the,
it his flesh as human that said if it be possible? I mean, if he knew the outcome, why did he even ask the father if it be
Yeah, this
possible?
is what I'm telling you. I'm trying to explain to you. You see, I believe everything the Messiah he said.
Did he suffer as a
Let me
human?
let me finish for you, my
Yeah,
friend. Let me
sorry,
let me
sorry.
finish for you.
Yeah,
So you see, I believe everything the Messiah he said, so later can be used by us to understand his mission.
yeah,
It's not about a statement because uh, whatever the Messiah he said, why even it's written there if this is not right to be written? So obviously what is written there is just to deliver a message for us that the Messiah, he did something. It's not him he wanted to happen, but it is the will of the Father that let us finish it to the end and show how much you love them. But do Jesus like to be on the cross? No. Do Jesus like to be in humility and people spitting at him? No. Do Jesus prefer such a thing to happen? Obviously, no. But let your will be done. And what is the will of the Father? That the whole world will know who is Jesus, and they will know that through the cross. So this is why when he is on the cross, he said, Father, forgive them. They do not know what
what
they
is
are
that?
doing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So in the cross, the complete, this is why Jesus says it's complete. It's complete. Complete what? The knowledge about the Messiah. Who is the Messiah? How real he is. How real is his love. You see, I can make a speech for you about I love you. I care for you. But the second you touch my eye, I start cursing you. Correct?
Yep.
Speeches is cheap. Talk is cheap. But this is the Messiah who was teaching his followers to love their enemy. So imagine the Messiah who teach his followers to love their enemy, and when he's on the cross, he start, oh, I will destroy you, I will kill you. No. On the cross, the Messiah, he kept his promise. He loved his enemy. So let your will be done. And the will of to be done is to know who is the Messiah, so they can glorify you, Father, the same as you glorify me. The same I glorify you, the world will glorify me. So the whole world now will glorify Jesus for his act. And this is what you yourself you said, like you believe the Messiah is wonderful, is
He is.
loving.
He is.
Okay,
It's no question about it, man.
exactly. But how we can confirm that even in the cross,
I am not so good at the Bible, but if you ask me, Jesus is as good as the Father.
for sure, he have the same nature. It's the
The love he
divine,
shared,
the
love he
divine
shared
have the
with
nature of
us.
a divine.
Yeah, yeah,
Divine, he act like a divine, he live as a divine, and he practice what divine practice. So the Messiah was always so beautiful, was always so wonderful, was always so loving, was always so giving, and even in the cross. So even the cross was a delivered message for a complete love message. On the cross, he loved the people. He don't hate them. He did not curse them. He said, forgive them, Father. They do not know what they are doing. So we need all of us, we need such a message because many of us, we do things we don't know really what we are doing. And we need someone like Jesus to forgive us because most of us, we act like idiot, we live like idiot, and we die like one.
yep, yep.
So he gave us a chance. He gave us a chance. It's a chance, opportunity to redeem our salvation and to be saved by him.
Yeah.
So, do you accept Jesus as your Savior?
100%. Yeah.
And into that, we are happy for you. I was going to hang up on you, by the way, because I thought you are a Christian, but looked like you wanted to communicate with me. So, do you have any final message to say to people before we
Yeah, I
finish?
got a final message. Stay away from Islam.
I'm into that. And what do you have a message to the people of Bosnia, as long you are from there?
I wish them I wish they could heard your voice and your teachings.
All right. Well,
Uh,
feel free to invite them and share my videos, and maybe you can add subtitle from your side.
I will do, my friend.
All right. Take care. God bless
Okay,
you.
brother. God bless you.
And
Peace.
feel free to invite anyone from your country to call me if they want to debate with me or argue.
I will.
All right. Take care.
God bless. Bye.
Bye bye. I am a Muslim and I want to discuss with you. Okay. We have a Muslim. Look like he is not online. Okay, now it's working. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
You're welcome, my friend. You are live on air. Are you a Muslim?
Yes, yes.
All right. What would you like to say to us? Go ahead.
Yeah, the Islam and Christianity debate, right?
Is Islam what?
What did you just say earlier?
Yeah?
I'm asking what did you just say earlier?
What I said? What?
I mean, you asked me a question, right? To which I
Well,
replied, yes,
I'm
yes, I'm
trying
asking.
to see why you are calling me. So you want to tell me something good about Islam or what?
Yeah, yeah. I was talking with your friend Daniel, I think is his name, where I
Okay.
was debating. I was discussing Islam with him. So then, while
Discuss
we were
Islam with me.
discussing,
What Islam? Discuss Islam with me. What is Islam? Go ahead. I'm listening.
what is Islam? The religion that Allah gave us, that God gave us through the Quran, through the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and of course through and to do good deeds and etc etc etc,
Okay, let us talk about the good
and that
deeds.
we have to.
Let us talk about the good deeds. If you sleep with the girl, she
Yes,
is
yes.
6 years old. Is that a good deed?
If I say what?
If you sleep with the girl, she is 6 years old. Is that a good deed?
No, that now you're talking about Hazrat Aisha, right?
I'm talking about what?
Hazrat Aisha.
I don't understand what?
Hazrat Aisha.
Aisha. Hazrat, her name is Hazrat now? Okay. Well, it doesn't matter about who. If I sleep with someone, she is 6 years old. Is that a good deed?
हाँ जी कर लेता हूँ
Are you with me, my friend?
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if
No,
I
I have
sleep
to go
with
to
the
the
girl,
gym
she
right
is
now,
six
so
years
can we
old.
take a talk later?
Huh?
Hey, I know I will get back to you, and this will be the first point that we will discuss. Okay, do not worry about it. This will be the first point that we discuss. But I have to go to the gym right now, so can we talk later?
You have to go right now?
Yes, to the
Why,
gym.
you want to get married from 6 years old girl? What happened?
No, I will. I will talk about this. I will talk the first point that we will talk about this. I'm not running away. Believe me.
Okay, so what do you want to do now? You
You
want to
think
talk
I'm
or
running away?
you want to go?
I'm going to the gym, but can we talk later?
You want to go to the gym?
Yes, I am going to the gym.
Are you allowed to go
Not,
to the
not.
gym? Are you allowed to go to the gym as a Muslim and there's women wearing their tight clothing and their boobs is coming out? Somebody
First of all,
you were talking a
if
second ago
first of all,
about the you were talking about good deeds. So are you going to receive
yes,
good
yes.
boobs and good view and good eye candies in the gym? Women are almost naked in the gym. Why are you going there? Is that a good deed?
No, but then I can just lower my gaze, not gaze at them. Who is saying to gaze at them?
Okay, what is more important for you, to defend Allah, to discuss about Allah, or going to the gym?
Both are important, but of course, if I am discussing about Allah, but I can discuss it later. But Jim has a specific time. I'm going to
What
go.
about
It's
now?
night
What about now?
already. I
You
don't
know,
have
so
much time.
why you text me and you want to discuss with me, and the second we start, you want to go to the gym?
I did
Like that.
discuss it, but did you ask me? Did you ask me the time when to call? You did not.
So my
You just
friend,
called me. Your friend
I wanna
said, "Accept
convert,
the call." I
I
accepted
wanna
it.
convert to Islam, and I heard I will receive a lot of women for sex. Is that true? If I convert to Islam,
If you convert to Islam, then what?
I will receive a lot of women for sex.
That is not true. Who just said that? I mean, in Jannah, you are
Prophet
asking.
Muhammad and the Quran says Allah will give you a lot of virgins. You forgot? The Quran says so. Hur. So you will receive a lot of women
Then
for boom boom. And you know, to be honest with you, I like that. You know, for me, I like the boom boom business. Actually, I used to own a
that
company. It's called
that
Booma.
will be in Jannah.
Huh?
That will be in Jannah, not.
That's in Jannah. So what kind of Jannah is a land of boom boom? So we go to Jannah now, all women, their legs is open, and we are busy doing boom boom. So this is what Jannah is about. You know, in my imagination, Jannah like will be flowers, there will be beautiful birds, clear water, maybe a beautiful wife. She love you only one like Adam and Eve. How come? What happened? I mean, when God he created Adam, he created one Eve. What happened to the religion of Islam? Why the heaven is full of women, their legs is up like victory sign, and everybody holding his dress in his mouth, and nobody even can talk because they are busy doing boo 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 boo. This is what heaven is about. If in everybody in your way.
No, brother, I will talk about it. I will talk about it. Don't you worry. Just tell me the time. I'll come in an hour or so, and I'll just call you back. I'll be the one to call you back.
Why you
Okay?
want to come back? We are here. Where are you going, my friend? Where are you going? Where are you going? This is very case sensitive. You know,
I
I'm
don't
really
go to Game of
disappointed of
Thrones. I
you.
go with my cousins.
I thought you are proud about your religion and you like to defend it and to
No, no,
explain
I
to
am.
us. Well, I don't know.
Brother, you
It
did not.
feel
You
like
did not ask me.
it feel like you are ashamed of your God. I don't know what happened. You decide to leave.
You didn't even ask me if I was free for the call. You just didn't ask me, but because we were not getting in touch, so I accepted your call.
Okay. So what do you think about having little boys in the heaven? 80,000 boys will be supposedly serving me. Do you support slavery in heaven?
But they can discuss this later. My cousins are waiting outside, and I have to go. And I will call you back first thing when I.
You will call when? Well, somebody told you I will stay here forever, you know? Usually I go live not for a long time, like I stay here like 24 hours only a day. So you might call me back again, I will not be here because I stay only 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So what do you think about having 80,000 little boys enslaved by Allah just to serve
Hello?
me because I believe in Allah? So what kind of reward this reward is? This God will enslave little tiny boys and they are so white. By the way, why they are so white? Do you know?
They can be of me.
Why everybody in the
Can
heaven
you
of
not
Islam have to
at
be
the same
white?
time?
No black people in heaven of Allah. Do you know that? There's no black people in heaven of Allah. Only white.
I can't talk right now. I can't talk right now. Please just give me time. After 1 hour, 1.5 hour, I'll call you myself. Okay? I have to go now.
You will
Go
call
ahead.
me after 100 hour?
Yes?
100 hour. Oh.
One
Okay,
and a
my
half,
friend.
1.5 to 2 hours, and I'll call you back. Okay?
Okay. And by the way, say hello to Zakir Naik from me in your
Thank
way
you
if you
very
see
much.
him in the gym. Because I heard that he is getting his muscles from there. Hmm. All right. Take care. Take care. Lord have mercy. He was so excited, Mr. Faisal. The second we start having little tiny questions about this is madness, religion, he wanna flee, like bye-bye. I have to go to the gym, you know? What gym? Jimmy Carter gym? Huh? Missed call. Hello, CP. I'm an ex-Muslim. I left Islam. I'm here seeking the truth. I would like to protect my identity because I don't feel safe. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Protect identity. I don't know what does that mean. So you want to talk to me or not? Let us see. Hello?
Hello,
Hello? Hello?
is this CP?
Yes, I thought you are a guy.
Oh no, I'm a woman. How are you, CP?
All right, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank
So,
you.
so you
I
are you
think
are you are an ex-Muslim?
yes, I am.
Why you left Islam, huh?
I left because I felt in the end that it was just very depressing, and I looked at my life,
No way.
and
Islam is very depressing. What are you talking about? If isn't it Islam teach the man to beat you, which Muslim women they like?
that did happen. In fact,
Really?
yeah, those
Was it
horrible things did happen. And after 26 years, I left, and it was horrible.
so your
And
husband he used to beat you?
yes,
Okay. Well,
yeah,
I know. I mean, it might sound like I'm joking, but I know that this is ugly. But
yeah.
but you know, you as a Muslim, you grow in a Muslim house. You know that a Muslim man had the right to beat you, correct?
That's right, because I'm from Turkish descent. My parents came from Turkey, and I
Yeah.
was born in Australia. So I've spent most of my time in Australia.
Yeah, but why you allow him to beat you if you are living in the West? Why you don't call the police for him?
Um, well, I did a few times, and the whole community just embarrassed me and
Hmm.
told me, "You're doing the wrong thing. You need to go back. You have children." And he threatened to kill me.
Uh-oh.
As Turkish men, they're crazy.
Hmm.
And I was in fear of my life, and I had the guts to finally leave him in the end. And it wasn't easy. I have 4 daughters, and the three of them have turned themselves against me. So I've been ostracized from everybody, even my whole
How
family.
old the three daughters who turned against you?
They are in their 20s.
Okay. But
So the
but
oldest is
but
28.
do you what is the reason they turned against you? Don't they notice that your husband used to beat you and
Yes, they witnessed everything. And they chose to be with him because he's a very controlling person who always had control of the money and the house. So they said themselves, we choose dad because he has the money, and
okay.
you're going to live in a very poor state and you won't have anything and you'll be destitute, you'll become a whore, and
Hmm.
we don't want you. It's all your fault.
So they did not side against you because you are wrong, but
No,
they side for the sake of the privilege.
yes,
Okay.
exactly. And that really hurt. I felt very betrayed and humiliated. My whole family was coming to my door, banging on the door, telling me that I've embarrassed them, I've humiliated them, and I should go back to him. And that's when I was strong. So I thought, no, I'll just get rid of everybody, cross everybody out, and stay with people who actually care about me. And I've left Islam. It's been 8 months now, and I'm
Hmm.
so happy. I'm extremely happy.
Happy for you,
And
sister. Did you accept
yeah,
the Messiah or not yet?
not as yet. I'm thinking about it a lot. I'm doing my own research.
Okay.
It's been very difficult. I've been very traumatized with the Islamic cult because I was born into it, and the whole community and Turkish people, they're very proud and they're arrogant and they think they're right, and there's that whole being Turkish and being proud and being Muslim, the shenanigans, CP, it's just ridiculous. I mean,
You know
it
the
was
funny
very
thing, the
hard
funny
to
thing.
shake that off. Yeah.
Yeah, the funny thing, like I don't want to be sound like against Turkish people, but you know that in Turkey, the society is
Yes,
extremely corrupt.
it
Prostitution,
is.
drugs, I mean, everything wrong in the world, you find it in Turkey. Scammers,
Exactly.
spammers, and yet, in the same time, you will find that the society claim to be very religious.
And it's the opposite. They're worse than the girls here. The Turkish girls in this community here are just horrible. They're terrible. They they basically do whatever they want to do, and their parents don't say anything. But when they go to Turkey, they have this whole idea where they want to keep up appearances and they want to show the rest of the community that they have control over how their daughters behave and they're good. But when they go there, the Turkish Australian Muslims go to Turkey, they get shocked because the girls there are worse. The whole society is corrupt.
You know,
And I saw that
I
myself. Yeah.
I downloaded an app. I forgot the name of the app. Somebody told
Yes.
me there's many people posting videos about Islam there, so they told me to download the app. I forgot the name. But then,
Okay.
for some reason, because maybe I'm posting about Islam too, I start seeing in my app a lot of Turkish posts. And if I say maybe 90% of the post, it was about Turkish women. They are naked. They have their phone number. They are real women with videos,
Oh my God, that's so
and they have
disgusting.
their yeah, and they are sex workers. So this is a country where the president, he is a sheikh, Erdogan. He keep talking about Allah. He never close a bar. He never close a
No.
nightclub. And when they ask the minister of Islam in Turkey, because now they have a minister, they ask him
Exactly.
why the president don't close all those nightclubs and forbid alcohol. He said, who is going to pay for your salary if we do so? So obviously the whole country run on prostitution and drinking and drugs and etc. So what I notice about the Turkish society, it's a very hypocrite society, and they do something and they say the opposite. But
Exactly. I
you,
see that.
why
I
you
do. I
are
see it
still
here in
attaching
my
yourself?
community.
Go ahead.
Sorry,
No, no, go ahead.
you go.
No problem.
Well, I think I felt in my family growing up that I just didn't like the way the community was behaving. Even my parents, my dad was a very devout Muslim, and I never liked the idea of wearing the scarf. I hated when you put the Quran on every day. We had the cassette deck then, and he would put the cassette in and he would put it on full blast so that he could sort of, um, I don't know, satirize us with all these Quranic verses. And I would turn around and say to Dad, hey, Dad, what does this all mean? And he would say, I don't know, don't ask. And I just found that really
He don't
strange.
even know
But now I know. Yeah.
you know, actually in the
But
Middle East, when somebody put Quran, it's really
yeah,
it's a sign of depression because usually they play it when there's a funeral, when somebody die, you know.
yes, exactly.
They
When you're
don't,
going to,
yeah,
yeah,
when they don't die, they don't play Quran for something good. They play it for death. Somebody died, you know, and it's very annoying and very sick and very wicked. I remember
yes,
once I went to a funeral, you know, a teacher, his mother, she passed away. He was a good man,
yeah,
so I decided to go to his mother's funeral, and they were playing Quran. So I said I cannot really stay longer. This tape is really annoying. I was surprised that the teacher, who's an English teacher actually, he told me, I agree with you, but what we can do, it's a tradition. I
thank
hate it.
goodness for that.
Yeah, he knew I'm a Christian, you know. So
Yeah,
he was honest. He said, I agree with you. It's disgusting, but it's a tradition, and if we stop it, people will be complaining. So
yes, exactly.
it's okay if you leave, you know, I understand. And thank you for coming. So it was like I stayed there for like 5, 10 minutes and I left.
Oh, that's terrible. And when I was in Turkey, they had the ezan going on off at different times, and it was like I felt very depressed, and I thought
Yeah.
I need to get out of here. I mean, when I did get married, CP, I was 22, and I was pretty much I'm married into inbreeding, so it was my cousin, unfortunately, and I was very naive, very shy, didn't ever have a boyfriend. I was a virgin. I knew nothing about, courtship or having a boyfriend or anything like that because it was forbidden. So once I arrived there, 10 days later was my wedding and I had jet lag and I'm getting married to this stranger and I was forced to get pregnant and all sorts of horrible things and I was so glad to come back. So I had my first child here in Australia and I was so glad to be back here and we'll never go back there ever again now, ever.
What about the daughter now you have, which is you said three daughters against you. What about number fourth?
Number four, she's brilliant. She's like we have a lot in common. She's the one that actually was watching Apostate Prophet and David Wood, and I thought this is funny. What is she doing watching all this stuff? And
Okay.
this was at a time when I was doubting the religion, but I had to have some good truth and knowledge, and I had to really know why I was, I had to search. So she was like, "Oh, mum, this is apostate. He's Turkish ex-Muslim," and I started listening. I thought, this is fantastic. He's actually addressing some truths here. So then came in Dr. J. Smith, and then I clicked on one of your videos, and I thought, that's it. This is very in depth and explaining everything in detail. It was wonderful, and you're pulling up, left, right, center, all these verses, and I don't know how you do it, but you know it's amazing. And I thought, yep. So I'd try not to miss a video, and I think in the end of this I'll have probably a PhD in the end.
Well, the difference between me, what I do, and others they focus on showing their face, not much on evidence and reference. For me,
Exactly.
I don't care for showing my face because that is the last of my intention, and I don't look good anyway. Uh, but the main reason of what we do is to teach people, give them proofs and reference. And
Yes.
your daughter, she was listening to Apostate Prophet, as you mentioned, because he's Turkish, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Uh,
So that
but
engaged in her interest, and she's like thinking, oh, an ex-German, Turkish. He was very devout too, and now he lives in America, and I thought this is really good. So that's where it all started. My daughter's she's a very intelligent young woman,
but
beautiful, and I
but
love her so much.
which one you we are not competing with anyone, but which one you prefer to listen to more, Apostate Prophet or David Wood or me? In honest way, it's
I
okay.
honestly, I'll tell you the truth, CP.
Yeah.
I love listening to you because you don't mess around and you stick to the truth.
Mhm.
And you don't get derailed, as in you focus and you tell your audience to focus with you. And we love that. We appreciate that. You don't treat the audience, your listeners, you respect them, and we respect you, and we love that. And thank goodness that you are where you are and what you're doing. It's really it's amazing.
But don't you think I'm very harsh in the language I use?
It reminds me of my father a little bit.
Okay.
The Turkish men can be, no, I take that back. I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, the Arabic and the Turkish men can be a little bit harsh when they're
Mhm.
trying to get the point across.
Yeah.
And your point that you're getting across is to stick to the truth, and you're not mucking around. You're not, you're wanting to get out the truth, and that's what's important. And I'm
Right.
a person who's seeking the truth, and to me that's above everything. you know it's
Well, that's
important
wonderful.
to me.
What about your daughter? Do she watch my videos?
She has, and she's laughing. She loves it
Okay.
when you say the word Abdul.
Abdul.
It's absolutely amazing.
What about potato?
Potato with a B is awesome. And when I'm driving, I'm saying, because I'm in an area, CP, where there's a lot of Muslims.
Mhm.
So I'm dying to get out of this area. So as soon as I leave my driveway, all the Abduls are everywhere, and they're in their big cars, and they're and they're women with their hijabis, and they're trying to cut in front of you, and they're very rude. They are, and they beep at you, and they throw you profanities, and all I say is, "You stupid Abdul, get out of the way." Yeah.
I was in the airport the other day,
Yes.
a while ago, and there's a guy was speaking to the other guy. I don't know what is the topic, but what got my attention in my ears when he said to him potato, and he said it say the way exactly I say it. So I know he was copying me. He said to him potato. He didn't say potato. Like if they are eating potato, I understand, but he said to him potato, and that guy was upset. So obviously, many people they are using our words, and they fit because Islam is a stupid religion, doesn't have a shape. It's like a potato, and they
It
try
is.
to they try to reshape it to make it fit with today. So you will notice that the sun set in murky water 1400 years ago, and now they are the potato religion. They are trying to reshape it, make it fit with science. So suddenly Islam fit with the Big Bang. The Big Bang turned to be false. So now Islam Muslim trying to reshape the Big Bang or the Islam as a potato, potato, like if you have a rock next to the potato will adopt the rock, will hug it because
Yes,
potato doesn't have a shape. So this is how Islam is a shapeless cult, and they try to adopt anything around them so they can dominate. But
exactly. It's
but
all
here
about
we,
domination.
yeah. So here they cannot do that with us. The second we start asking serious questions about the stupid Muhammad and his
Yes.
promises, Islam collapse in 2 seconds. But what about your daughter? Did she decide to leave Islam?
Oh, definitely. She left it before I did.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So she
And
is. I see. Okay.
yeah, longer than me. I think in 2015 she was questioning it, and she was kind of watching some stuff on YouTube, and she's like, this doesn't sound right to me. And she throws some jokes my way and say, oh, well, I don't believe in this Muhammad guy. He's a pedo. He's a pedophile. And I'd be like, don't say
Exactly.
that. What are you doing? Because I was so silly. I didn't read my, the Quran properly the way you're reading it and you're understanding, which is brilliant because now we see the truth and we're like, oh my goodness, what was I thinking all this time?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
Well, society, they've been forced to repeat blindly that Muhammad is the best of
Yeah.
mankind. He is amazing. Who dare even to discuss his ethic and his behavior? Like
Yeah.
even when you see the reference says if the prophet eyes fall into a woman, her husband must divorce her so he can sleep with her. I'm just trying to be polite, not to use the F word. Uh,
Yes.
Still, the Muslims don't see what is the problem. Why? Because of fear. So they install fear in the heart of everybody to the point they tremble there. They don't dare even to say, how in the world, if his eyes fall into a woman, her husband must divorce her? What kind of a man he is? So the terrorism of Islam is what preventing anyone to think about Muhammad in a bad way. So your fear inside you prevent you. It's like, when you are a child, like if you are in the Middle East, I don't know if you ever saw those stoves, the one run by fire or gas or etc. So when you are a
Yes.
child, they bring you close to the fire and they make you feel that it's without touching the fire. So you don't touch it when you are alone. Like we say, wawa, wawa, okay, don't touch it, wawa. So Muhammad is the wawa. Don't
Oh,
touch it.
okay.
Don't dare. So you grow up in such a society when you are a child, and then when you grow, it's a blocked. Your brain don't even dare to question Muhammad. Who dare? Nobody. You open TV speaking about the amazing Muhammad. You open the radio speaking about the amazing Muhammad. You go to the bathroom, you will hear a speech from the mosque next to your house speaking about the amazing Muhammad. You open your book speaking about the amazing Muhammad. The amazing Muhammad everywhere. But the
He's
second you
too
start
amazing.
reading seriously, you will find that the amazing Muhammad is the most disgusting creature ever you can imagine.
That was very shocking for me because growing up, my dad would put up these, very proud plaques all over the house with writings of always Muhammad was in there. And I'd think to myself as a kid, why is Muhammad always in these prayers with Allah? Why isn't it just Allah? It's always Muhammad's here, Muhammad's there. He's everywhere. Why? Is it Muhammad or is it Allah we're
Even
supposed to be following?
even Allah himself, he prayed to Muhammad. Have you ever heard of somebody that God, he prayed for
Yes.
him? You know, not only Allah, the angels, the believers, Jibreel, Mikael, the whole world is praying on Muhammad.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
and the name Muhammad itself mean the praised one, which means he claimed to be God. So
That
the I,
says a lot.
yeah, he's a sick person. He want to be the center of everything. It's not God.
Yeah.
He don't, the Muslim, they claim that Muhammad is just a servant of God. But in the Middle East, if you insult Allah, if you say a bad word to Allah, nobody kill you. But if you
Yeah.
say a bad word to Muhammad, you are dead.
You are dead in Turkey. You try to say that now, Erdogan will lock you up.
Yeah, well, Erdogan, he is looking up
Yeah.
people who says bad things about him too. He
I
became
know.
he became Muhammad of Turkey. Anyway, soon this potato
Oh,
he will go out. He's dying already.
I really hope.
You know what, sister? I have it's
Yes.
a what a coincidence.
Yes.
Today I woke up early in the morning and I
Yes.
was I sometime from time to time I see dreams, and my dreams sometimes they are scary. I saw a very massive earthquake happening in Turkey just today.
Oh
So I woke up
my goodness.
early in the morning. I felt that my bed is shaking, but obviously there's nothing happening in my house. But
Yeah.
I was seeing a dream, and the dream was about Turkey and massive buildings collapsing, dust everywhere. The land is like moving like waves. Very, very scary. I wasn't scared, but I felt my bed, I was asleep, I felt my bed is shaking, and at that moment I woke up. And usually, me myself, when I see a dream, uh,
Yes.
sometimes those dreams come to be true. So I hope you have no family in Turkey right now as we speak.
I do have my mum, and she's in Ankara, and well, I don't really contact her, so I don't know because of what's happened. But what can I say? I mean, I think well, I look at it this way, CP. I hope that Istanbul goes back to Constantinople. That's
Yeah,
what I hope. Yeah,
yeah,
and it's really sad, and it's really horrible just to read up and realize what's been happening and what's happened throughout those centuries with Istanbul taking over the way it did with that Sultan Abdul Hamid and the ones that came before him. And it's not a very proud um, thing to look at when you're Turkish.
yeah.
I look at that and I feel very sad, and it's just so wrong.
You know, I want to ask you, as long you decide to leave Islam, and
Yeah,
now until now you are not a Christian yet, but what is preventing you from accepting the Messiah?
that's a very good question, CP.
Mhm.
I'm a person that think of it this way, like a detective who needs all the physical evidence and all of that. So it sounds silly, but I just need, like, I guess, proof. And I don't know. I feel I need to be convinced, CP,
What is
if
the
that
word
makes
proof?
sense.
What does the word proof mean to you? What proof mean?
You know, it's funny, I believed in a religion that didn't have any proof. And now
Hmm.
I've got all this proof that is conflicting, and it says that Allah doesn't exist, Muhammad was made up, and everything was made up. So now I'm thinking, um, I like what Christianity has to offer as a faith. And a lot of the things in there, I feel like I think I have already agreed with myself inside, and it makes me happy. What's said in Christianity in the Bible, although I haven't read it, but I'm trying to study it and understand it, if that makes sense.
You know, the word proof. I mean,
Yeah.
it have many like dimension. Like there's physical proofs, there's a spiritual proofs, there's let us say an experience proof, like something happened to you or to me. Uh, but the word proof is very flexible. And I believe that the only proof a human being he need, if that belief can change the person. Because if I believe in any religion in the world, and that religion made me bad, evil, full of
Mhm.
hatred, uncomfortable with my skin, don't like the way I am, or let us say I like the way I am as a sinner, if that what that belief does to me, then I am in the wrong place. But with the Christ, you will notice that you will change for good, not for bad. You will not hate anyone. You will not be a person of hatred or revenge or anger, and you will be living in the mercy of God and in a peaceful way. So I believe that this is the most uh, powerful proof we can find immediately as soon as we believe in Jesus. Like for sure, there's miracles, there is things happen around us in life until now in the name of Jesus. But I believe the most powerful miracle is how the Messiah, he changed us within us, ourselves, and how we act, how we live, how we respond to life, how we forgive to others. So I believe it's very important, if you are looking for a proof, is to look at Jesus, how he can change your life, not something else. The change is what you are looking for. You see, you
Yeah.
yourself, you left your husband because you are sick of it. You are
Yeah.
looking for a change, which is going to be good. But I believe your life will be even better when you believe in the Messiah, for he will be with you, and you will not be alone, neither you or your daughter.
That's very comforting.
So think
Um,
about it, think
yeah.
about the Messiah, and I cannot tell you how you will feel. You will feel it yourself, and you will tell
Hmm.
me about your experience because you know it's like when you are healthy or when you are sick or when you are in pain. If you are in pain right now, physically, it doesn't matter how much you explain to me about you are in pain. I will not feel it because simply it's you who is in pain. And the same, when it's come to believe in God and to be with a true person, nobody can describe how you feel except you. It's going to be your own experience, and it's going to be, I believe, the proof you are looking for.
I'm actually looking forward to that. I don't know how. I'm trying to find my way, and
Well, I know how.
it's
I know how. Yeah, I know how. You see, the Messiah, he said, knock at my door and I will open for you. So,
yeah,
in order to come and visit you, I mean, shouldn't I come to visit you first?
yeah,
If you say to me a million times, hey, come over, drink some coffee with us, with my family, and I never show up in your door, well, that coffee drinking will never happen, correct?
correct.
So, in order to be in the house of God, we have to knock at the door. And this is not really hard because the Messiah is very simple and he made it so clear, knock at my door and I will open for you. He didn't say maybe I will open. He said knock and I will open for you. Ask and I will give you. So
See, I
always
like the way that
say,
is definite. Yes.
go ahead.
I like the way that is definite. There's no maybe, there's no 50-50.
No,
There's a
no,
guarantee.
there is no
Yeah,
maybe, absolutely. The
yeah,
Messiah, don't say, when the Messiah, he said to the one, like the Jews who were looking at him, and he said to the
yes.
man, your sin is forgiven. The Jews, they were like, what? Your sin is forgiven?
Hmm.
This is crazy. But then he
Yeah,
said to them, he can read their mind. He said, which one is easier? To say to the man, your sin is forgiven, or carry your bed and walk? The man is disabled, he cannot walk. Which one is easier? That is the Messiah. Everything he say is definite, is not maybe. So when they could not understand and they could not accept that a person saying to a person, go and your sin is forgiven, he told them, this is the easiest for me to do. What about this? Carry your
yeah.
bed and walk. So you can be right now. I hope, I pray that you are healthy. But let us say sometime our problems is our disability. Our
I can
problem in
see that.
life, it's disability. Life make
Yeah,
us sometimes disabled. So the Messiah himself, he can make you and release you out of your chair, out of your wheelchair, out of the bed which you cannot carry and walk with it. But you need to ask him. When the man he asked the Lord, he says, Lord, I want to see. He is a blind man. Blind man, he asks a beggar, he asks for a sandwich, he asks for a
yes.
penny. But even the blind man, when he spoke to the Messiah, he did not ask for food. He was able to see, which means the blind man was able to see who is Jesus, even though he's blind. And this is why the blind man, he did not ask the Messiah what he asked everybody. Only the Messiah said to him, Lord, I want to see. So you can be the blind person, even though your eyes is open,
Mm.
but you need to ask him and say, I want to see. You need to ask him and say, I want to walk. You need to ask him and say, forgive my sin. Command me to carry my bed and walk. And then all the obstacle in your life, which you are sad about, like your marriage, your daughters who left you and don't support you no more. All those things will not count for you, and the Lord, He will give you a new, let us say, atmosphere of happiness. You will be a different person, and you will be able to give and live way better.
I look forward to that. I really do.
All right. Well, I hope, and I ask people here to pray for you that you will
Thank you.
be, in your, and remember, we as a Christians, we do not need to go to church and make like a scenery. Hey, God, forgive
Like the
me,
Muslims do.
Yeah, like Jesus, he even warned us. He said, don't pray like those who pray in the corners. He warned us. Jesus, he knew what hypocrisy is about, and he don't want any of his followers to be hypocrite. So you can now, after we finish, as you wish, when you're in your own time, when you feel spiritually that you need to do so, not because I'm asking you, but when you feel it, you can pray to the Lord and ask him for guidance and help and tell him, I'm blind and I want to see. I am needy and I need your help. I need to walk. Give me my feedback. And I believe the Messiah will help you.
I really appreciate that, CP.
And feel free
Uh,
anytime if you have a question about the Bible to call me and I will be happy to answer you.
Thank you. And thank you for calling. And I think through the chats, there was a bit of a misunderstanding.
What people in the chat they are saying?
Oh, no. I think I was trying to say, don't hide behind your skirt to the Abdul, and you misunderstood me.
Oh,
That's
okay.
okay.
Yeah,
But
it's
I'm
okay.
sorry, yeah, for that. Yeah,
Text is a plain sometime, and it
yeah,
can be confusing. Sometimes you might be like joking with somebody, he might take it
yeah,
seriously. Like I can say, like sometimes you say to a friend of yours, he is so close to you, say you are stupid, but you don't mean really to like insult. Like
yeah,
it just, you are being silly. But it can be taken as a dry word, and it can be taken as an insult. So text sometime is actually many people here sometimes they say for me things. Suppose they are saying something good to me, but I understood it in the
yeah,
wrong way. Not because even only just because it's text, but sometimes because my English is not that good. So sometimes you understand it wrong because you got it wrong, not because they said it wrong. So this is why we have to be merciful, and I like I ask people to forgive me when I misunderstood them, and I hope people they do the same when I do so.
yeah.
The,
I think that's great.
the
I do.
important is it's what in our heart and what we want to say and what we meant to say. Sometimes we don't have the language skills. What if I am a mute person, which means a person who cannot even speak, but doesn't make me mute really. The real mute is a person who have a long tongue, but he hurt everybody with it. He speak too much, he say nothing, he do nothing, and he is nobody, and he will stay nobody, and he will die as nobody. And we are grateful that you decide to be someone and not to be just another woman married to Abdul, living as a slave
Exactly.
in his kitchen.
Yes, exactly so. And I'm hoping to do some sort of a documentary to help these women, because they need to know what the Quran is saying about them, about the
You can,
false,
by
gender
the
that
way,
they're going to.
you can take any of my videos you wish, help you with your
I would
topic, and
love
you
to
can
do that.
add subtitle in Turkish maybe or Kurdish, whatever language you wish, and that will help more people.
That would be fantastic, because we
Or you
need
can make a
sensitive.
voice over. You can make voice over if you wish.
Yes,
All right.
these women, they don't have very good uh, English, so that will be really helpful for them. So I'm looking forward to do something like that to help these women here, and get them to think about themselves and put themselves first, um, and think about their faith, because
If you
they're in
if
the
you
wrong
make
path.
any work, if you do any work, and you like me to publish it, so people will know more about you, just
Yes,
let me know, and I will give you a link everywhere.
fantastic. I'd certainly love that very
All right,
much.
all right, sister. Thank you very much, and we pray that soon you will give us a good news that you accepted the Messiah, and He command you to see, and we lose our blindness, and we are able to see again. And we pray that the Lord, He will command you to walk, and He will carry the bed of disability, and you will throw it away, and you will walk proud with Jesus again, and no man can control you. No man. You see, God did not create women to be controlled. God created women to be partner with the man, to live with the glory of God, as Jesus said. The man, he is the head of the house. The head of the house is not about a head and a tail. The head of the house is a person who have more responsibility to protect his wife, his family, to give himself, not to control and not to beat his wife and not to torture his wife. As Jesus said, the same as the Messiah, he gave himself to the church. The Messiah described the women as the church. So the man, he gave himself to the church to protect the church, so the church will be flourishing. And we pray that you will be that woman who is the same as a church, where God will respect you and love you.
That is so wonderful.
Thank
Beautiful
you.
words, CP. Thank you
You're
so
welcome.
much. And thank
Say,
you everybody in the chat for praying for me.
say hello to
Thank
your
you.
daughter, and she's
I
welcome to
shall.
call us too.
Thank you so much.
All
Bye bye,
right.
CP.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you.